It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Cleveland. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. Escapes a defender. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood safety concerns with the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it right from the jump.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And this one is going to push it inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Check smash. Check smash.
Another game to Judkins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Finds him on the slant. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Third and 10. Have to find a way forward. Third and long for him here. And this opening drive set is for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. John Stark to the quick throw left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 12-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Down, Kansas City.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up the handful on that designed run.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
And on Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw cake that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He completes this one to Gray. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Motion the slot man right. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Oh, that one didn't have any of it.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, they're going to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. The Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 from the 43. To the air, Mahomes. On target to Royals. It almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mahomes on first and 10. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Another throw from Mahomes. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us us pretty clearly. You get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
A 25-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
19 side, smash, smash. Warriors 70, go, Reed, go. 18, run, 18, run. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead to 7. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns grow their lead to 8.
14.
Have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We've set it down from 37. We'll send him over right. 1st down throw, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And into the screen pass for Judkins. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns lead by 15 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And he finally steps out, but it seems the damage has been done. That's down inside the enemy 40.
In his mind, when he hit the Jets and hit that right sideline, he thought he had himself a touchdown. He beat the coverage unit clean, and there was a whole bunch of green grass. Still, an excellent return to be proud of, and really setting this offense up now for some success.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds it. And they get this down to the 28. Working quickly here. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second. They're down to their final one in this half.
18-yard line.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs trim the lead down to 9. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the play.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. As the play clock threatened to run out, we get a timeout called by Kevin Stefanski. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by his running back, Judkins. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60. 72. Alert. Alert.
From the pistol, here's Judkins. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Cougar 19. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Scoop.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines. Sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Ready.
One more time with Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here. Judkins, and he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. A very short kick here from the right half.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Swamp man's in motion right. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The second down throw for Mahomes. He's loaded another one up. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Looking to throw. He's going to try another deep one here. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Atwell now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to him. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. Looking quickly here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Off the RPO, they get it to Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
70 lines, Bronco leading. Flare, alert, flare.
Back to throw. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go now. Head to 60, head to 60. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
As the play clock threatened to run out, we get a timeout called by Kevin Stefanski, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Do it, baby.
Guys, dig deep.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Tag. Like it, 18. Hey. Last name 19. Warrior 70. 79 Bronco. Let's go.
Third and long for him here. That's completed right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, set. Hook.
From the gun, Judkins. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Okay, ready?
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Like it, 18. Ready?
Another one for Judkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Let's go. Hey, take off.
Pass play coming here. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. The Browns push their lead to 18. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. From the lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Third down, it's Mahomes. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Caught quick, right side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a long.
Handoff on second and short. And they take him down right along the 30. Pickup of 2 here. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Mahomes on first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away, and that brings up third down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Another throw for Mahomes. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Some 4 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Hey, 57, 57.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 27-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer. But I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for
on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Half to 60. Half to 60. Right below 80. Switch.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Okay, ready.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, smash. Viking 18. Lead. You got it right there. Unlock line. Unlock. Check smash.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 cup. Go street. Let's go 18. 19 tight. 60 back. Tap 60.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns with possession and a fairly comfortable lead as we look ahead to the 4th quarter.
On the set.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Switch. Bronco switch. Set up. Bring it. Steady.
On the give, here's Judkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
Setting up to throw. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And the Chiefs pick it up. Their offense going to take over in much better field position as they get a bunch on that fumble return. Comes up empty. On that one.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Complete out to the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
43. 43. There's a
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again, it's Worthy. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Right back to Worthy. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Xavier Worthy. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the
Back to the air,
17.
Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Chiefs 23. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air they go on second down. Cut out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
We've set it downs from 37. Judkins out the middle. Get some space around midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Everything he has under this one. Catch is made in close. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And the Browns lead by 15 now.
Chiefs 23.
Have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. This is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They send a receiver in motion right. First down throw, Mahomes. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Motioning them from the slot right. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Connects with the open man downfield. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's a Chiefs first down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Attack! I've got Louis!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Stays upright.
A loss of 2 brings up the 2nd
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Yellow! Attack, attack! Come on!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. Into the red zone. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points.
Chiefs 23.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock. Timeout at least.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Yellow!
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. The intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw the coverage too many times, you'll get more interceptions.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Let's go, Blue Lady! Right on these two, right on these two.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Yellow! 15! Let's go, Lady! Hey, 43, 15! Let's go!
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go!
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I'd probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup, so if I swing my fist, you going in.